Hi everyone, Ray the Dashing Womble here. It's 10:15 on a Sunday evening. Got home a bit earlier tonight. Started dashing later tonight, and I don't know if it was worth it, to be fair. But yeah, got some monies, but I don't know, it was a bit bloody hot out. It was a bit bleeding hot out today. I thought we were losing all the heat. Thought it was finally going down a bit, but it came back today. It said it felt like 100. So anyway, dashed a little bit, like I said. There was a heck of a lot of very low orders tonight that came through, and if they were money-wise looking good, they were too far out. I mean, I didn't screenshot a lot of decline ones. I'm trying to keep away from that unless it's extra special. I think one I had from off low ball offer came out. Jack Stack barbecue. Good grief. Really? $2.50 from Jack Stack barbecue? That's an expensive place. Probably didn't have enough money left over to pay for the bloody delivery of it. But anyway, my GPS does like to pipe in. Oh, by the way, I did send a video earlier and meet the new addition. Yay! Paddington's joined us. Yeah, he's missing the Queen. And I'm getting fed up with delivering marmalade sandwiches to him, so he has to come along with us and find his own marmalade sandwiches. Don't know if he's got it in his hat or something, but anyway, maybe he's hidden it in his pocket. Don't know. Anyway, he sits up here on the dash now so he can get the seat. Can't quite remember. Oh, he's waving to everybody now. That's nice. Some bloke stopped me. We went to Chelly's tonight, got something to eat at the Mexican restaurant, and as I parked up the van and got out, this bloke come out the restaurant, and he didn't seem too happy, but he asked how I was. I'm like, alright, no problem, you. And then he turned back and he says, oh, would you like your windscreen cleaned? I went, no mate, Paddington will do it. Shit. Anyway, he looked back and laughed. I guess he saw Paddington in the window. Anyhow, so yeah, so like I said, not such a big anything happening really tonight. It just wasn't a lot going on. I don't know if it was just everyone has spunked all their money over the weekend or what. I'm not sure. Got some ice. Did you know that if you got a big dripping chunk of ice from QT, I think this is like the extra large one or something, 30 cents. That's cheaper than a bottle of bloody water, and it'll melt down to about. It'll melt down. I mean, it's starting to melt now. I don't know why, but anyway, I try to keep it cooler in here. My wife, however, changes that on her side of the van. But yeah, yeah, get that. It's gets you a drink and only costs you 30 cents. Or of course you can also go to Hawaiian Brothers to do it. They do a small and a large one. And who's that other lot? Sonic do it. I don't know if anyone else is. And it's I only go to those ones because they do like the little ice, which is easier to grab a hold of or throw down your throat a lot easier when you're needing a drink, a bit of hydration. Alright, yeah, really nothing tonight. I mean, it was just ridiculous orders, like I said. I did what did I do? Picked up a Grubhub. The first one I picked up was a Grubhub offer, and it was from McDonald's. And on Langsford Road, I don't often pick up from there. I just try not to pick up from McShite. But I've just got to turn this off because it's driving me crazy. And yeah, hopefully that's the end of that. So yes, I picked that one up from McShite. Took it very local. I think it, yeah, if I remember right, it was a 1.5 miles away, really, for $10. It was pretty hard to turn that one down, even though, because there really wasn't a lot coming through that was worthwhile. I mean, we're out here to try and earn some money, and when you're coming out with orders for $2.50 and such, it's just ridiculous. Like I said, the one from Jackstack that came through at some stage, $2.50 for 12.5 miles, I think it was, or 13.5 miles. Oh, good God. I really don't. I have no words, really. Well, I have lots of words, but I'm not sure I can repeat them on the air. So yeah. Somehow or other, we've got to educate the customers. And if there are any customers watching, I don't really want to sound ungrateful for the work, but let's, for the most part, whether it's DoorDash or Uber Eats or what's the other one? Grubhub, the base pay is $2.50. So really, we're relying on the customers to put a tip on it, and that increases. Because if you want us to do 10 miles to deliver, or 5 miles, it doesn't matter. I mean, you're not only paying for our mileage, you're paying for our service, our time in the shop or restaurant, whatever it is. Our time in the restaurant. Some are easy to pick up. Some are easier to pick up a lot quick. Go to the Mint, for example, very quick. Most times you go to Pizza Hut, it's quick, depending on how busy they are. Especially the one on 291. Go to Panera Bread, normally pretty quick. And that one's on, where's that one? Lee Summit Road. They're normally pretty quick. The other one, not so sure. Don't go there so often. Then, I mean, if you go to the fast food seems to not be fast anymore. It seems like they've lost the concept of being fast. They just can't seem to figure that out. And that's mostly because they don't have the staff. And when they do have the staff, they're dipsticks. They're too busy vipping, chatting and not caring. What a burger. Oh, good God. What a burger in Lee Summit. That's not a very old restaurant at all. And that one just appears to be down the toilet, basically, very quickly. Their staff that they've had in there. I'm refusing to go there anymore. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And quite often I drive past there. I mean, it was several times during the day or night whenever we were working. It's not busy. I mean, yeah, when they first opened, there was lots and lots of people in the line and that wanting to be in there. But the bloody hell's all that lights. Anyway, but now there's hardly anyone in there. Maybe I just go past it at the wrong times or something. And if there is anyone in there, maybe they've been waiting a bloody long time. It's not a place for a dasher or anyone wanting to make any money to go to. It's just not worth the time. It's too long of a wait. Too long of a wait. Staff in there just don't seem to give a crap. Maybe because they've been overworked, or I don't know. I really don't know what the issue is there. But maybe management should go in and get in there and find out what's going on. Leaving kids who or people that are not experienced enough to be in there on their own with no management, or maybe just with a dipstick manager. And that goes for all of them. I mean, all the restaurants. Taco Bell, there's several of the Taco Bells that are not that great. They should be fast. We should be able to drive right through and have no problems. Or even go in, but most of the time you can't go in the blasted places. Yeah, I mean, if you go to these standalone businesses, they're right on it. I keep telling you, the Mint have been as, 3 of them in there? A family owned, it's a sushi place, but they do grill stuff too. I can't tell you all what they do, but the sushi part puts me off. I'd rather like my food cooked and not talking to me before I bite into it. But they are so busy. And they're very efficient. They want the drivers to pick up and deliver the food, get it onto its customers, onto their customers. They have a reputation to uphold, and they want the drivers to get their food out to their customers. There's people that order it from there several times a week that I deliver to. It's and putting that small shop against these bigger run have more staff like 54th Street or Whataburger or any of these flipping chain run places. Hawaiian Brothers is good. Hawaiian Brothers and Lee Summit at least are pretty good to pick up from. They have good staff there. But no, I mean, the smaller establishments can knock out food quicker and more efficiently and cook to perfection, obviously, because the Mint, they get a lot of repeat customers, and there's only a few of them in there, but they can get it done and get it on its way. But if you go to 54th Street or Whataburger, nah, the people there just don't give a crap, basically. That's all all it amounts to, I reckon. They're not being treated right, maybe. And the same goes for some of these shops. Like you got Whole Foods, for example. They got staff in there that make all the food, and they're just treated like shit, basically. People love to go to Whole Foods, but heck, they know better. And the management there, they just need to kick up the rear end, because maybe they need to have people not strike. I'm not really into all that stuff, but maybe they need to have less people go in there. Make sure that the staff are flipping well catered, well looked after, rather than treated like crap and made to work far too many hours, and made to work on their days off, and made to work and then written up for putting in for overtime. I think they're taking a piss, basically. Yeah, and some of these places too. Some of these places just don't look. Nebraska Furniture Mart. See, I've got experience because I've got friends that work at these places. And Nebraska Furniture Mart. Oh yeah, it's the biggest. Everybody flipping loves going there. Yeah, well, a complete load of shit. You go in there, it's someone that flipping works there. They'll tell you how it flipping really is. And not only ask one, maybe ask a couple. Then you'll really get a good perspective on it. These companies, they're looking for people to work at them, but they're not treating them right. Not treating them right at all. They get too big. These companies get far too big, and people just get lost and just become numbers. And they're not respected. Not at all. They're not respected at all. Alright, anyway, what else have I got to say? Right, so Queen's funeral tomorrow. I probably won't be working. I'm hoping not to work at least. It's going to be an emotional day for many people, for sure. I'm quite surprised that the actual service is only going to run for 20 minutes, but there is going to be a lot going on throughout London and throughout the whole of the UK, really. It's going to be a lot of people, well, it already is. A lot of people are going to be mourning the loss of her, that's for sure. They as I say, they are. But they are worldwide too. London will more likely come to a standstill for the most part. I experienced it when Princess Di passed away. I was actually in London then. I was living there obviously then. And I remember when that came on the news, it was complete and utter shock. Because people loved her. And I know people worldwide loved her too. She was a very, very nice person. In fact, I met her. Actually met her a couple of times because they would always be opening places and that. And Princess Di came to Wimbledon, and Wimbledon, like our football or soccer, whatever you want to call it here. Football, proper football back home. You actually play it with the feet. Anyway, Wimbledon not only do bloody tennis, but we also have a football team. And the Wimbledon football had actually done really, really well and won the FA Cup, which is the big cup final at the end of the season. And we'd won that, and at some stage after that, I can't quite remember now, but at some stage after that, I had a postcard with her presenting the cup, and I asked her to sign it when she was out at an event at Wimbledon, and I was there. I mean, there was hundreds of people there, obviously hundreds and hundreds of people there, but I asked her to sign it, and lo and behold, she actually signed it. And I've still got that at home. Still got it here. And it's all in a frame and everything, and it's a good memory. Very good memory of her. But, you know, she done a heck of a lot for the family, a heck of a lot for people around the world. And she was sorely, sorely missed. Still is. But she, London about came to a halt when she passed away. And they'd opened up, well, obviously when Kensington Palace, which was her residence, which was the northwest side of Hyde Park, she was, that was where her business, her home was, and which is more near the Notting Hill end of town, London. And we've all heard of that. That's on that film called Notting Hill, right? Anyway, so she was over that side of the park. And I remember I went up there and laid some flowers and that. And I was just talking about this to a friend yesterday, a couple of people at the Brick Club gathering. And you can't forget it. There's just thousands of people there just wanting to leave flowers and just want to honour her. I mean, it was kind of overwhelming with all the aroma and scent of the flowers and such. But then also when it was her funeral, went up to Hyde Park. I mean, the place there was people everywhere. You had to get up there early, that was for sure. But and they had all these television screens, massive great big screens that were erected. I imagine they're going to have it again today or tomorrow. London is 6 hours ahead of us from the Midwest, at least. So yeah, I imagine they're going to do that. But there was a lot of people that were there, and you didn't even have to know anyone. People were just like leaning on one another and just anyone for comfort, I suppose. It was definitely an experience. Not a good experience, because really you would have thought that she would have had a lot of years left in her, but something happened there, that's for sure. Anyway, so London's going to come to a halt. We darn well know that. And there's going to be a lot of businesses that are closing up early that want to be, have their people be a part of it. And there's going to be an awful lot of businesses that are going to be closed too. So it's going to be interesting to see actually who will be open to serve everyone. But I know it's going to go well. It's just going to be a town very full of sadness. But I'll be here watching it on BrickBox as much as I can. If not, I'll be catching up with it a bit later. Noisy road is Blue Ridge. Anyway, I've gone off subject again. I know I'm supposed to be talking about door dashing, etc., and I've gone off on something else. But maybe it's people that are watching this are actually going to be watching the events unfold tomorrow. Alright, so I'm going to leave it up there. I've got really nothing constructed to talk about on DoorDash. So I'll be maybe back on tomorrow. Can't say I will or I won't. And we'll find out, I suppose. But I doubt it. I'm going to try and take the day off. And even though I've still got to take my wife to rehab tomorrow for her arm, etc., and yeah. I tell you, my brother-in-law did actually get me a really nice book called About the Queen, and big thank you to him for that. I'll put pictures of it on here. It's a very nice book. I rarely got to read it yesterday because everyone else wanted to look at it, but that was fine. I've got to bring it home with me, so I'll be reading it a lot. Really, it's a good book. I haven't read a book in a long time, but I'm thinking I'm going to be reading that one. And there's so much to watch about her on the telly too. So if you've not got BritBox, get BritBox. I think it's like $6.99 a month. You can stream it out on your Roku or on your tablet or your phone, whichever. It's really good. Got a lot of the old shows, got a lot of the new shows, got a lot of documentaries, and you don't have any bloody ads. So if you're sick of watching cable telly, ditch the cable, keep your Wi-Fi and bloody watch the BritBox. And it'll be a heck of a lot bloody cheaper on your bill for sure. And you had no sodding ads. Yeah. And if you rather listen to the coverage on, or any other coverage on your radio when you're out driving doing DoorDash, and you want to hear some crazy Brits flipping chatting about, I like the talk hosts not taking any nonsense from idiots that call in with stupid remarks. Anyway, listen to LBC. So I'll put their logo up here. LBC Radio, London Broadcasting Company. Very good company. Steve Allen for one. Steve Allen, oh, crazy man. Yeah, I like Steve Allen. Very funny bloke. He's on at 10 o'clock normally, 10 o'clock till 1 o'clock, Sunday to Friday, Thursday or Friday. Anyway, he's alright. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, the little thing, anyway, and click on the little bell icon and you'll get warned of when my other videos are coming back. And don't forget, Elvis, you've been watching out for you too. Alright, thanks for watching. Cheers, ta-da. Hey everyone, welcome to the Dashing Womble. And look who's joined the team. Let's take rubbish out of the way. Anyhow, there he is. This is Paddington. Oops, threw up your skirt there, Paddington. Anyway, yep, so Paddington's going to be joining the team, and he's going to sit all the way over here. Look, where is he gone? Yep. He can keep an eye on everything that I'm doing wrong too. Alright, thanks for watching. Cheers. Hey, don't forget, like, subscribe, and hit the bell button. Then you can be warned of all my other videos. Cheers, ta-da.